The purpose of Zazen is not to pacify the mind, but pacifying the mind is a necessary prerequisite for enlivening the body, which in turn is required in order for us to overcome duality. We need to understand that stilling the mind does not mean eradicating thoughts. It means to make the mind vast rather than silent. And in order to do that, we require, as it were, to drop the mind both into the enlivened body and into the greater alive awareness, which includes this being and all beings. When we have thoughts which arise, it's often all that we can do to stop ourselves going off into a train of thoughts and emotions. It's much more difficult for us to see the emptiness of those thoughts. Likewise, if our only attention to the body is when we experience pain, it's almost impossible for us to stop our awareness contracting around that pain, and to stop the generation of anxious thoughts. So if we have a psychological perspective on Zazen, then that is likely to emphasize equanimity. So we have these thoughts and emotions attempting to pull us in various directions, but we maintain stillness. When I started practicing Zazen, we were given an instruction that if our attention wandered, we should bring it back to our breath and to the various aspects of our posture. And for me at least, that second instruction of bringing the attention back to the various aspects of the posture induced a kind of picturing of my posture. So I would think, oh, am I balanced correctly? Are my shoulders tight? And so on. Almost as if either me or someone else was looking at me from outside. And we can see this strange picturing activity of our body going on all the time. So, for instance, if I say to somebody, pick this up with your left hand, the person will very often look at their hand and then pick it up. So the hand is existing in two ways, in a kind of object way, like a seen object, existing as an image, but also existing, as it were, from the inside. And one of the fruits of Zazen is that fundamental picturing activity, which we have almost without realizing it, which points to a fundamental dislocation and alienation from ourselves is gradually reduced. If the instruction that I had been given was, rather than attend to various aspects of my posture, I was asked to attend to various sensations which I was experiencing in my body. So sensations, for instance, of heat or coldness, sensations of maybe slight tension, sensations of weight, sensations which are emotionally neutral and which can't be pictured. And I was then instructed to hold an awareness of those sensations, but not to contract the awareness around the sensation. So I was having the awareness of the sensation within a greater awareness. Then what would happen is that the sensation would cease to be, as it were, a thing with clear boundaries, as it were, a clear identity, and become something much more fluid, so more energetic, more patterned, more empty. And in this way, through my present lived experience of the body in Zazen, I would gain an actual familiarity with emptiness rather than a purely intellectual one.